afternoon, class. I hope you all had a good lunch. Are we ready to continue our learnings on Elizabethan laws, crime, and punishment? As we know, many standards back then can be related to the ones we have today. The sumptuary laws are the regulations on clothing. There were 9 sumptuary laws put into place, all restricting the clothing you wear by the value of the material they were made of. Jimmy, do you have a question?
What do you mean restrict the material? Who could wear what sort of clothing?
Well, for example, only the nobility status could wear imported wool. I imagine these laws may have been kind of like having dress codes assigned by your income.
Miss Fisher, I don't understand statuses.
Oh, Rebecca, statuses are a hard thing for me to understand too. The way I can relate to them is to think about men and their cars. Men who have a Maserati or a Corvette would be seen as very rich, where a guy driving a rusty car may be perceived as poor. Meredith, do you have a question?
What kind of punishments were given?
Well, Meredith, I was just about to get to that. The common punishments were misdemeanors, fines, but most often public humiliation. If you did something like walking around the streets while you were drunk, a wooden barrel would be put over your head. The barrel would have 2 holes cut out for eyes, and you would walk around town. Another humiliating punishment would be to go into the stocks. Does anyone know what the stocks are? Well, a stock is a wooden frame with holes for your head and hands, and they were located in public places. Nobody would want to go into a stock. And the thing that I've always wondered is, what if you had an itch?
Didn't people go to jail?
Well, really not, Joey. Jails were usually only used to be in until your trial date comes. Therefore, not typically used as punishment. Rebecca and Jimmy, would you please settle down and be quiet, or else I will have to put you into a break.
What's a rank?
Well, a break is used for women who gossip. It's a framework that goes around your head, much like a cage. And a metal part would go into your mouth, making it difficult to speak. Kind of like a bit for a horse.
That ain't gonna happen.
Oh, Rebecca. Well, although we have talked about many small crimes, the bigger crimes would be murder or major robbery. Public executions would be your probable punishment. Many townsfolk would find the public executions very entertaining. Hanging was another popular method of executions, as was the block axe. Does anyone know what a block axe is? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. A wooden block that you lay your head on, and then somebody chops off your head. Ew. Once the person had been executed, they would be cut into 4 pieces and put up for public display. They call that quartering. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want my dead body to be cut up into pieces for people to look at. The last thing that we are going to talk about today is treason. Treason is the biggest and the baddest thing that you could ever do in Elizabethan England. Treason is planning to overthrow the Queen. Once convicted, the person would be hung before they died. They would be tortured. After death, they would be cut up into pieces, and their heads would be hung up on the south side of the London Bridge for everyone to see. The heads were hung to discourage anyone else from thinking about committing treason. The weak-stomached were told not to look in that direction. Well, that completes our lesson for today. We only have a few minutes of class left. Is everybody ready for a pop quiz? Oh, Rebecca. Okay, Jimmy. How many sumptuary laws are there?
9.
Very good. And does anyone know how you can relate to statuses? Sarah?
By men in their cars.
Very good, Sarah. And Rebecca, you should know this. What's a brank?
A brank is a cage that is put on your head to get you to stop spreading gossip.
That's right. And that gave me an idea. I should check our Craigslist for a brank to have handy for next time when you and Jimmy talk. And Meredith, what wall is a convicted treasonist's head displayed on?
The south side of the London Bridge.
Very good. Thanks everyone for their cooperation today. We'll pick up here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.